videos to watch. And I don't know why this is, but it's always been like people showing off like their hat collection. It sounds so weird, but I've seen so many different videos of like people going like through all their hats and stuff. And I've always wanted to make one, but I was like, I don't really like hats that much, I don't really wear them. And that's true, like I hardly, if ever, wear hats. But then, like today I looked at my wardrobe dresser thing, and I realized like, oh, I actually have a ton of hats. That's, you know, I never wear them, like I've just accumulated so many hats. So I thought, you know what, I'll do a hat collection video of my own, so I have them all here. And we'll just go through them all one by one in no particular order. Here is a Bayern Munich hat. You see on the front you have the 4 stars. FC Bayern Munich. It's a snapback. On the back you've got Mia-san, Mia, which is the sort of saying of the club. It's a two-tone hat with a darker red in the front and then this lighter red on the side. I got this a long time ago, like back in probably 2015 or so when I still worked at Adidas. I got this because I got everything half off Adidas. I'm not as big of a fan of this now. I don't really like the two-tone red. I don't know. It kind of just feels weird to me having the 2 different shades of red. I'm not a huge fan of that, but this is one of the earlier hats in this collection here. Also, I'm not a huge fan of Adidas hats in general and the way they fit. But FC Bayern Munich, red on red duotone. There we go. Next up, and this is a hat I just got yesterday at the local lids. And that is this Dodgers gray hat. It's kind of a grayish purple. This was on sale for $15, and I wanted to get one because, as you can see here, I got the Shohei Ohtani, not engraving, what's that called, embroidery. His signature in black, and then his number in red. In hindsight, I should have got his signature in white, because everything else on the hat is all white, right? Like white, everything else. On the side here, you have 1988 World Series. It's a fitted hat. It's a little bit slightly too big, but the size down for this was slightly too small, so I decided to just go a little bit big over a little bit small. And I thought this gray color would go with a lot of things I wear. You know, you can wear gray with white, you can wear it with black, whatever else. So it seems like a pretty universal hat to wear color-wise. And yeah, like I said, I just picked this up yesterday. The fitted new era LA Dodgers Shohei Ohtani hat. Right there. That's that one. My most recent pickup. Next up we have another Bayern Munich hat. This is the 2020 Champions of Europe hat. And this is from Bayern Munich's Champions League winning season. So the front is 2020 Champions of Europe. On the side, FC Bayern Munich. On this side, UEFA Champions League. And it's indeed a snapback. I actually do like the way this one fits. It has kind of like a slight curve to it, but not too much. after this from their website, and it's shipped over from Germany. Like, it has this sort of like, I don't even know, this like crest here on the front, and it kind of looks a little bit weird, but it also keeps the hat from like pressing against my forehead, so like my head gets less sweaty wearing this hat compared to some of my other ones. Feels like it breathes a little bit better. But that is the Bayern Munich Champions of Europe hat. Okay. Next up, we have the Penrith Panthers hat from the NRL National Rugby League here in Australia. This was the members hat for 2023's year member 2023. It's no Neils. On this side here you have this sponsor, I think it's MKJ Projects. And on this side you have the other sponsor, Oak Plus, which is a milk brand here in Australia. And actually they are no longer the sponsor of the Penrith Panthers going into the next season. And of course you have the panther here on the front with these stripes on either side in different colors. This is kind of like a lower profile hat. It doesn't go down as low. But overall it is fairly comfortable, not too tight, even at the full tightness on the back. It has a Velcro adjustment there. But yeah, I was wearing this one quite a bit during the NRL season. The Penrith Panthers, showing off that's the local rugby team to me here. Yeah, so that is that hat. Next up, we have the 2023 Stanley Cup Champions Vegas Golden Knights hat. You guys have seen this one on the channel before. I unboxed it on the channel. You have the mesh back, so this one is super comfortable and breathable to wear. Unfortunately, it's a Fanatics hat. But you have the Stanley Cup, little shiny plastic bit here on the back, and this very interesting heavy-duty lock system. But this hat is super comfortable thanks to it being a mesh back. Like, this I could wear all day. My head won't really get sweaty or uncomfortable wearing it. I think that the front bit is maybe a little bit too plain for my tastes. A lot of the Fanatics hats have had that. Some of the old Stanley Cup Champions hats had very intricate designs, really like a lot going on, and this is very simple, which I guess does have its pros and cons, but obviously as a VGK fan, having the Stanley Cup Champions hat, that was a must cop. Next up we have the Seattle Mariners snapback. You have the Seattle Mariners little badge logo here on this side. New era there, of course the logo on the front. It's a snapback. I got this in person at a game that I went to a few years ago with a friend of mine and his wife. This is my first Mariners hat since I was like a little kid. Obviously none of those ones fit me anymore. But yeah, very comfortable. I've worn this one a ton over the years. Very simple, very plain. There's blood on the inside of it for some reason, probably a pimple or something. But just I think this is black. I don't think it's navy blue. But then you have the Seattle Mariners logo with the compass and the S and the tealish blue. Very nice hat. Next up, this one I don't really like the design of. I haven't worn this one much. We have the Trailblazers hat. You have the Trailblazers there, and then this is the bit I don't like. You have the little sash, like, stripes here on the side in gray, white, and red. I just think that looks a little bit weird. It's a snapback, big NBA logo. And then you have another Trailblazers pinwheel there on the side. The back is sort of like a half mesh type material. It's actually pretty comfortable and breathable. But I just don't really like this bit here just looks weird to me. So for that reason, I've never really worn this much. Even when I went to Trailblazers games, I had other hats I would wear instead that you'll see. But yeah, this one, never a big fan of it. I picked it up at the Trailblazers team store, and at the time I liked it, but as things have gone on, I've just kind of fallen out of favor with it a little bit. Okay. Now we have one of my favorite hats. This is probably the one I've worn the most out of all of these, and that is my Tokyo Yakult Swallows hat. 47 brand, which I like their stuff. Strap back adjustment, and I got this while at a Tokyo Yakult Swallows game in Japan. So for that reason alone, it holds like a special place for me. But also, I've loved their logo. It's very simple, clean, just the YS. I absolutely love their wordmark logo. It's a lower profile hat, as you can see. It sits a little bit lower on the head, like it goes right to the top of my head. There's no extra structure to the hat. And this hat is super comfortable, super light and breathable. Like it doesn't feel like you're wearing a hat. I wore this one all the time when we were in Japan, especially on sunny days. And I've worn it quite a bit since we've been back as well. On days that my hair's messed up or whatever, and throw this on, especially if it's sunny outside, block a little bit of that here. I absolutely love this hat. It's probably my favorite out of my whole collection. Tokyo Yakult Swallows. Next up, this is not a sports team, but this is actually a hat I got at a concert. This is the St. Pablo hat. Also a strap back adjustable. I got this when I was at the St. Pablo tour in Seattle. This is obviously a Kanye West concert. When I saw Kanye in Seattle way back, probably. Well, this was right after The Life of Pablo dropped, so what would that have been, 2015-ish or so? Is when I got this. I got a couple concert shirts as well, but obviously this is a hat video. I used to wear this one all the time in recent years for a multitude of reasons, as you can imagine. I've sort of stopped wearing it as much, but it is comfortable. It feels very similar to the Yakult Swallows hat, like build-wise, materials-wise, it's very comfortable and light, so that is the St. Pablo hat. Here's one I've basically never worn, just because I don't really wear this color or anything that goes with this color. Portland Timbers hat, Fanatics brand, strap back adjustable. I'm a big fan of these low profile strap back hats. I find these the most comfortable to wear personally. I haven't worn this in forever. It actually isn't bad. The green does kind of go with black a little bit, I guess, if I was wearing like a plain black shirt, but Portland Timbers. I haven't been following them as closely as I used to the last couple years. There's been a lot of turmoil with the club and the on-field performances. It just feels like they're not even really being competitive much anymore, so I haven't followed the team too much. Since Valeri retired, really. strapbacks I've shown you, it's a little bit more of a coarse material, not quite as comfortable. It feels almost like a canvas. And this one's a little bit tighter than the others, so I need to readjust it. Alright, and now my final cap before we get into beanies. I have the Vegas Golden Knights strapback adjustable. You have the Golden Knights text there on the side. It is a Fanatics brand hat. I used to wear this one all the time. You have the white front. The rest of it's all black. It's super clean. You can wear this with pretty much anything. It's, white and black. And then of course the gold with the logo, but I picked this up when we were in Vegas, probably year 2 of the team. Because I didn't get to go to any games year 1, but year 2 I went to a game and I think I picked this up at that point. So, yeah, at this point, I don't even think they sell this hat anymore. I don't know, maybe they do. But yeah, the Vegas Golden Knights strapback hat. And yeah, I love these strapback hats, and I'm realizing like it's my favorite type of hat to wear. Alright, now let's get into beanies. First up, we have this Trailblazers beanie in this sort of, it won't really get picked up well on camera, but it's a silver material, but there's like a bit of a gold sheen to it that you might be able to see. I don't know. It's a little bit easier to see down on this bit here. This gold sort of tint to it, but the only problem is whatever material that is really uncomfortable. It's like it looks kind of cool, but it's really tight. Like it's really tight, and it's really kind of itchy. Like my head's already itching a little bit where it's rubbing with this. I think it looks nice. I used to wear this during the winter, especially because it covers my ears well. You have the white out pinwheel, which I like. It's a 47 brand hat, but not extremely comfortable for long-term wear, unfortunately. But a hat that is comfortable for long-term wear. I have another Trailblazers beanie. This is from a couple seasons back when they had the Oregon. They had the Oregon alternate jersey. I think this was the city jersey like 2 or 3 years ago at this point. They had this design on the city jersey. It just said Oregon. And it has this brown with these color stripes here. A lot of people did not like this jersey design, but I really did, and this beanie is super comfortable to go along with that. Plus it has the little, I think these are called palms, or pom-poms at the top. It has those as well. NBA at the back. It's a New Era branded hoodie, or beanie, not hoodie. The only thing I don't like about it is the way the material is here. Like it kind of has this jagged edge, and you can't really adjust that. So I don't know if that's just how it is, or if that's a manufacturing error or something. But this one's super comfortable, super lightweight, but still fairly warm. So it's a good winter hat. My next beanie I haven't worn this one too much. Got the Straw Hat Pirates beanie from One Piece. This one's super lightweight, not too warm, so you could wear this probably like in autumn, even spring, and it would, it's not going to make your head too hot. I'm not super big into One Piece. I watched the live action, and that kind of made me start getting into it more. I started playing one of the video games, and at some point I'm going to start the anime. It's just kind of a daunting task, to be honest. And I'm currently in the process of rewatching all of Naruto with my girlfriend because she had never seen it before, so. Yeah, this is my Straw Hat Pirates beanie. Very nice. Very comfortable. Just kind of a low-key, old-school beanie. And finally, my last hat. Probably my favorite beanie that I have in this collection. And that is the Vegas Golden Knights Adidas beanie, black with gold, fantastic combination. And you have the palm at the top, or pom-pom. It gets your ears nice and covered. It's warm, but not too warm, which is interesting because the material feels pretty heavy duty, but it's not actually that warm, so that's kind of cool. I'm not overheating wearing this. Like, it's pretty hot today in Australia. It's coming into summer now, and I feel fine wearing this. But yeah, just classic black and gold, very simple, very low-key beanie, and very comfortable. So those were all of my hats. Not as many as some, but I realized I had a lot more than I thought I did. I do hope you guys enjoyed the video, or at least thought it was interesting. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. Let me know which of these hats was your favorite. And please subscribe for more content just like this almost every single day. Till next time, guys. Bye-bye.